last.
Yeah, that's what I've heard before. Uh,
And we live.
Everyone, welcome to the Benny the Gangster Show, and I want to give a big shout out to the Immortal Great Heathen Army. Go subscribe to his channel. Thank you. And the Christian Hillbilly. Check out his website, MrBatman.com.
MrBatman.com. And Logan Paul. Who's Logan Paul? Oh, Mr. Heathen, are you worshiping idols?
No, and I definitely don't look up to that guy either.
Part of Team 10. What's that?
Benny, stop lying to Jim.
Now, see, now I'm all confused. I thought you were a heathen, Mr. Dan.
So being a heathen means say you're a liar. Or...
Well, not necessarily, Mr. Dan. Mm-hmm.
Are you quoting Forrest Gump now?
Stupid is as stupid does.
It's one of my favorite movies.
You know, that doesn't sound bad at all, honey. But I'm not talking to you, heathen. I'm talking to the missus. Anyway.
I hope so.
So what's everybody been up to, man? I ain't even seen nobody on Google anymore.
Yeah, they've all migrated to Discord.
Yeah, well, I don't go into Krillism no more. It just got to be too much.
No, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's one little server.
Yeah, I've got about a dozen of them that I've been keep getting invited to. I do like the Muslim server though; it's one of my favorites.
Do you offer them pork chops, Jim?
Absolutely, I tell them come on over and they can have sausage. Some of them treat me okay, but most of them get upset, especially when I tell them that their prophet is not a prophet. He's just somebody who is a liar, and actually that Allah is the one who dictated how he would die, and he died just that way as a false prophet. Oh, I don't provoke them. I simply speak truth. If they don't like truth, that's their problem.
What do you think of the word Allah, Jim?
Allah?
Yeah, the name. What do you think of that name?
Well, it depends on how you're referencing it. I mean, there's the one way, the one standard way in which it means God, yes, and that's quite true. But in certain religious aspects, such as in the Islamic faith, the word Allah means a specific God that is a unique God and is a false God, demonstrably so.
Well,
And
I do
that's why I
think
like to
that.
call the people who worship the God of Allah, they actually worship a lie.
I like that one.
See what I did there?
That's funny. But yeah, I do think that Christians and Muslims worship two different gods. Yeah, there's no way that they're the same thing.
Yep, that's easily demonstrable.
It's like, one of them has a kid and the other doesn't. For starters.
You know, you were talking a while back about the B theory of time. Do you
Oh
still
yeah,
hold to that?
yeah, I do.
So there is no causality in the B theory of time?
Oh, I think there is, but it's in a different way.
Well, if I understand the B theory of time correctly, then the past is equal to the present and equal to the future. They all equally exist uniquely together. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Sure.
Okay. So if that's the case, so when you get to T1 on your timeline, you're basically not getting to the very first moment of time. You're just getting to a point on the timeline. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. You know how William Lane Craig said it, and I think that's a good way to describe it. T1 is like the first point on a yardstick.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I
and
think
again, that T1 point on the yardstick doesn't tell you anything about the yardstick or about where how the yardstick came into being, because we do know that something that has a beginning has to have a cause. So if this time has always existed as you proclaim, and they all exist eternally, universally, you know, in the same fashion, then you're denying causality. Yeah, there was one yesterday. The resource officer shot the person, killed him.
I don't deny that certain events make others happen. But like I
Well,
was
see, then
caused
you've
by
got
my
a
parents.
contradiction in your own worldview, then, because if you're going to hold to the B theory of time, then you are rejecting causality. So there is either causality or there is the B theory of time. You can't have it both ways.
I mean, I don't see how the B theory entails no causality, right?
Well, it actually negates the fact that you have one moment of time coming into being in the present, and then expiring into the past. When we look at causality, causality is based in a cause and effect relationship. And that's the way time works in that cause and effect relationship. Now, if there is no cause and effect relationship, then time does not work the way we experience and the way we know it works. It could work in the way you're talking about in this B theory of time, that these aspects of time exist eternally, universally. Well, that means there would be no cause and effect, because one moment would exist independently of the next moment. Do you see what I'm saying?
Independently. Um,
Yes, there would be no constraint or constraining factor actually weaving all the moments of time together. They would simply be individual moments of time that are out
uh,
there. What is their contingency one to the other?
hmm. Okay, I see what you're saying. Um, I guess another way to think about it, right? So if you look at Aristotle's definition of cause, right? Um, it's a thing that brings about a change in something else. And if the B theory of time is true, then change, as we typically think about it, is illusory, right?
Yes.
So I guess in that sense, maybe it does reject causality.
Yeah.
But I mean, the reason I believe in the B theory of time is because of relativity, modern physics. Um,
I believe, sir, that you reject the A theory of time and accept the B theory of time because it best suits your mentality of how you want the world to be. It doesn't actually fit the real world, but it fits your mentality of what you want the world to be.
but I mean, what do you know about relativity, Jim?
I know it's all relative.
Well, so it's like relativity. You have this 4D block of space-time, right? So you have you have 3 dimensions of space, and then you have an additional dimension that we call time, and and you have like different objects or observers in the universe having different they call them present slices, right? So like if we're standing and if we're like floating in empty space and we're not moving relative to each other, our present slices are going to be the same. But if I start moving away from you or towards you, our present slices are not going to be the same. Like, and what I mean by that is that events in my present are going to be certain events in my present are going to be to your future, and others are going to be to your past, and vice versa.
Sir, how does that work? Because if we're talking about past, present, and future, wouldn't you agree that we all experience that at the same time? That is, you and I are
Um,
experiencing the same present together right now. Wouldn't you agree that that's how we're communicating?
Practically speaking, yes, but thing is, if we were billions of light years apart, we would notice the difference in our present slices. But since we're so close together,
But again, sir, that's not we're not billions of light years across
right,
or apart, are we? No, as a matter of fact, we're probably just a few thousand miles apart, if that. So let's
right,
go ahead and talk about what is rather than what could be or definitely isn't. And because I
okay,
know you're not billions of light years away, so let me go ahead and talk to you about that. The fact of the matter is that we experience things, especially when we're communicating with one another, in what's called real time. Wouldn't you agree?
yeah. I mean, there's some differences, but they're negligible. So, I mean, I guess we can
And
practically
in
say
that
that they're
real
not bad.
time, in order for us to have this
Um,
communication, wouldn't you agree that you're having to hear my communication, and in the moments that you hear it, you process that, again, cause and effect, and then you
right.
respond to that communication, again, cause and effect.
Sure.
Great. And again, why are you saying that there is no cause and effect relationship in our world?
Well, I mean, I actually hadn't thought about it the way that you brought it up before, so I got to think about that one. But
Okay.
there might be, I mean, there might be cause and effect relationships still, but I mean, but yeah, I do think we probably have to think about those in a different way. But
Yeah, like in the real way, that in the real world, and the way real relationships work. Yeah, I would
well,
agree.
I mean, sometimes modern science kind of overthrows more intuitive notions of how things work in the universe, right?
Wait a minute. Modern science does what?
I mean, sometimes it does away with intuitive ways of thinking about things.
A methodology does away with something? What are you talking about?
No. The findings that are made because of that methodology, or because of people following that
Oh.
methodology.
The findings that are made because of a
Yeah.
particular methodology. Okay, well,
Right.
that I
Right.
can correlate with. You know, but
Yeah.
again, those findings are interpreted by people. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
And again, so those findings can be interpreted by different groups of people in two different diametrically opposing ways, right?
Right. And then.
So if I look at the evidence of a skull, and I look at this and I say, oh, man, look at this
Yeah.
awesome evidence for a creator God who designed this housing for the brain and the protection for the eyes and all these different, the way this is made in order to have binocular vision and be able to do all these different things. And I look at that and you look at the same thing and you say, wow, look what random chance and happenstances produced. Wow. Now, we're both looking at the same data, but we're coming to two totally different conclusions based on our presuppositions going into the data. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, sure, presuppositions come into play, but then you take into account the body of knowledge that we have and try to
Great.
determine
The
what's the
body of
best
knowledge that we have,
explanation.
I would love
The
to take that
the
into
the,
account. So let's take
the
into
best
account the body
explanation for the
of knowledge
facts.
that shows us that we never see life coming from non-living matter. Let's take in the body of knowledge that shows us that every effect has a cause. How about that? Can we do that?
Sure, yeah.
Great. So that pretty much negates your position. Would you like to start over?
I mean, how does it negate the position if we
Because
have
you're
at
denying
least
the
some
law of cause
evidence.
and effect, and we see causality throughout our creation, that all things are contingent upon the uncaused cause of all creation. The B theory of time denies that.
Well, I mean, I think what you're saying about the uncaused cost of all creation, I mean, that's definitely not supported by science.
Neither is the B theory of time, but you seem to like that one.
No, it is, Jim. I mean, it, if it wasn't for
Sir,
relativity
the
and
B
the
theory of time denies the law of causality. We just discussed this. There is no relationship between one moment and the next moment, be it past, present, future. They can be anywhere or anywhere in between. It doesn't matter. But there's
no, I
no
mean,
causal relationship between the two. So how can you string one moment together and actually have a string of moments together where we have this line of communication if there is no causal effects between them?
well, they're right next to each other.
They're right next to each other, but they do not touch each other. So does their proximity mean anything?
No, I mean, they do touch each
If
other.
they are right next to each other, but they never interact, does their proximity mean anything?
Why do you think that they don't interact?
If they are right next to each other, but they never interact, is their proximity of any value?
If, right? But I mean, what do you think if is the case?
Sir, if they are right next to each other, as you
Yes,
declare,
yes.
but they do not interact in any fashion or form, what difference does the proximity make to the fact that there
Well,
is no interaction,
I
no
didn't,
causal effect, and as such, you have no relationship between one moment to the next?
I didn't say they don't interact though.
Oh, but see, if they do interact, then you've got a causal relationship, and now you
I
are
mean,
actually admitting the law of causality, and you're denying the B theory of time.
no.
So you can either have the B theory of time and deny the law of causality, or you can have what we see in reality, which is the A theory of time, which is the law of cause and effect, and you can run with that.
I mean, we
Your choice.
there are experiments showing the B theory to be true, Jim. Like for example, when you take atomic clocks.
Yeah, and I just showed it within 5 minutes, and just this little bit of time, destroying the position and showing that it is false because it denies the law of causality. If there is no causal effects between the two moments of time, you cannot communicate between the past and the present. You can't communicate between the past and the future. You can't communicate between any 2 points because there is no causal relationship between those 2 points.
Yeah, I don't see a justification for the premise that there's no causal relationship between them.
I just watched a video a little bit ago,
Yeah,
William Lane Craig video. It's about a 5 minute job, and he went
yeah.
into this in detail, talking about how there is no causal effects available in the B theory of time, and it just doesn't meet up with what we see in reality.
And he said exactly what you just said, Jim.
Yes, sir, pretty much.
Okay.
I try
Yeah.
and quote verbatim when possible.
Okay. Yeah, I know he rejects it, but I've never read into his reasons for rejecting it. Um,
Well, let me see if I can
but
find it.
yeah, I mean, I do admit that if I was not aware of relativity, I probably wouldn't hold to the B theory of time. But I mean, sometimes, the facts of science kind of force you to adopt positions that may seem counterintuitive at first. Like, I mean, a lot of quantum mechanics is counterintuitive to me, but I mean, what am I supposed to do? The experiments agree with the model, so. Um,
William Lane Craig and the B theory of time.
yeah. But okay, so let's say that I adopt the A theory of time instead, right? Which is I bet it's more intuitive than the B theory. So
I just posted that in the chat, both in
okay,
the room here and also in the hangout.
okay.
Yes, William Lane Craig.
Yeah,
No, not my idol.
William Craig's awesome. I've met him in person. Believe it or not.
Oh, I have no reason to doubt that.
I met him 3 years ago in Dallas, Texas. This group called the Bible and Beer Consortium. They hosted an event of him for free, by the way. And he gave a talk on the resurrection of Jesus, and I talked to him afterwards. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he definitely seems like a very interesting person to talk to.
I mean, I talked to him for like a minute. I mean, lots of people wanted to talk to him, and he looked really tired. So, you know, he's kind of old these days. So, you know, gotta let the old man have some rest, right?
There's nothing wrong with old men.
Yeah, but I didn't get to ask him about his philosophy of time though, because I mean it was unrelated to his talk.
That's a bummer. You really could have straightened him out then. I got a shine on my head here. The crock pot, the little dog, is about 7 years old, and my other dog, she's about 2.
So, Jim, do you remember the time when you told me about the experiment with the atomic clocks? You know, they put one on a plane at a high altitude,
Yes, as
and
a matter of fact, I just watched that a moment ago.
And they had one at the surface, right, to compare with.
Mm-hmm.
And then they found
Yep.
out that, you know, after a while, those two clocks were not synchronized with each other. You know, like one of them was ahead of the other.
Yes.
Yeah, it's things like that kind of, that lend support to the B theory of time today, and why, most physicists today accept that B theory of time.
Actually, most physicists do not accept the B theory of time, but let's go ahead and talk about that and the differences in those two clocks. What caused the differences in the two clocks?
They were, I mean, for starters, one of them was further away from the center of gravity of the Earth than the other, and, they were moving at different velocities from
Yes,
each
sir.
other.
I agree. One was closer or deeper into what's called the gravity well, and the other one was farther outside of the gravity well. And as such, those two timepieces moved at different time rates. And do you remember what these clocks were based on? Were they just Timex clocks?
No, they were atomic clocks.
Atomic clocks, exactly. Yes, they were atomic clocks. So the atomic decay rate is constant, is it not?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yes, yes. But what does the Bible say about accurately measuring time?
I actually don't know that one. What does it say, Jim?
It says that the heavens, the stars, the planets, and all of God's heavens have been given us for accurately determining the times and the seasons. See, this is the best and most accurate way to measure time.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So, even if the B theory of time was applicable to your analogy here, wouldn't you agree that for those two clocks to run at different rates, something had some kind of cause had an effect on either one of these clocks or both of them?
Yeah, and I think what happened is that their present slices became different from each other. I mean, that's why. Although,
Oh, my
they're
son's calling.
taking
Hang
in
on
the
a
same.
second. Hey, son, what's up?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Jennifer. Hey, you walked into a conversation about fairly advanced physics.
Yeah, no, that's why I wasn't interested. Honestly, I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't even deal with science at all. I'm an idiot.
But I
You're
actually
smart.
understand why someone would have issues with the B theory of time. But I mean, sometimes in science, people discover things that kind of challenge like popular intuitions about the way things are, and this is one of those examples.
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't get involved in. Yeah, I'm retarded when it comes to that. I know nothing. Who is that? Oh, oh, Benny. Yeah, I know nothing when it comes to science and stuff. Give me English or emotional stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm good. But plus, I'm at work, so can't really. I can get on, but I could just see me being in the middle of a conversation and someone running up behind me and going blah 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 blah. Not good. Not good.
Well, but it's kind of okay, so do you think along the lines, right, that the past is gone, right? It's history, doesn't exist anymore, and the future doesn't exist yet, but it will.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
I buy
okay,
that.
okay, so yeah, that's the A theory of time, and that's how most of us think about it, think about time. Um,
Well, I've heard people say that time is a man-constructed thing.
right, there's also that, but I mean, I don't really buy into that, but yeah, in the B theory, like the past and the future are out there, right?
Hmm.
It's like so
Right.
we have this universe with three dimensions of space and one dimension of time. So I mean the past isn't gone and the future and the future is already there, but it's like they're like at different places in the universe. But you have to think about it four dimensionally or try. I mean, I know it can be I know it's kind of difficult, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I see what you're saying. Like, I think the past is there, but it's not in our future. Yeah. Never mind. I'm gonna get all
yeah,
lost. It's
it's
there, but
like
we don't deal with it anymore. But it's there.
yeah, it's like
It's got.
somewhere else in the universe, and
Yeah.
it's like some distance away from us that we measure like in seconds and hours and those units of time. I mean, kind of like that.
Right.
And so like one analogy that I think is pretty useful is like you have like this film reel, right? And you have like different frames in that film. So
Okay.
it's like let's say you have like a, a reel of a film, and you have like one frame, you have like a, a walking stick figure um walking, and and one of them it's like it looks this way, and then the other it looks a different way, and then you play it in the movie and you see the stick figure moving, right?
Right. Gotcha.
So like you have all those frames, right, on the reel, and they're all there, they're all there. um like the one that comes before it's there, the one that comes after is there too, on the same reel. I mean,
Right.
that's kind of how it is with time, right? So like every moment is like one of those frames in the reel, but they're all there in this cosmic film reel, kind of like that.
Right, and some is the past, and some is the future, and some is like when you add them together, they make. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so like, the past, right? Those are all frames that are still there, right? That they haven't gone away. And same with the future. They're already there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually.
And yeah, I mean, I didn't know this until like a few years ago when I learned this stuff, and I was kind of like blown away by it, to be honest, because I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, I'm always interested in learning, like, listening to new things. Benny's trying to talk to you.
Oh, what is it? Why?
Squire.
Madison's
Square Garden.
I don't know who that is.
MSQ. Don't be trying to add people. You won't let me add people. Don't be trying to add people.
I mean, if you
I had somebody who wanted to join, but I was, yeah.
Yeah, because he said muddy at first, and it's like, well, why the hell would I want to talk to this bitch?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I was wondering. Like, I don't want to get in no fight with nobody.
I mean, because she is a fucking bitch.
This is live. Don't forget, there, sweetheart.
I know.
Okay. Davey never called me.
Davey didn't call you? Do you want me to
He
go
didn't
kick his
call me
ass?
that night. No, yeah, would you? He didn't call me that night. Remember you told me to call him and he wouldn't call me. He like gets so distracted by other people.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go pay him a visit in New York and go kick his ass.
Well, we already know that. Christ's sake, Benny, we already determined that. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Lol.
Of course we had fun. What kind of fun are you talking about?
What kind of question is that, Benny?
I know, right? We're both awesome people. Of course we had fun.
It's like people don't hang out with me and not have fun, right?
You're a fun person. Benny.
Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel. Oh, my son wanted to tell me that I'm the best father on the planet. Isn't that what every son wants to tell his dad? No, nope, nope. He didn't want no money. This one's gotten better at that. They all know that I'm broke. I'm so broke I can't even pay attention. I spend all my money on razors. Can't you tell? Got all my hair cut off. Actually, I'm rich, Benny. I pretty much live the way I want to live. I mean, I don't have a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but as soon as I get a couple of things taken care of around here, which would be about another 2 more months, I'll be able to free to travel the country and place I want to go.
Like Jim is a rich man that went through the eye of the needle.
Yes, but that's not the kind of rich that I'm talking about. I am not talking about monetary riches. I'm talking about having the availability of my time. I'm talking about the richness of doing something that is a blessing to others, but also a blessing to yourself. Because when you do something that you thoroughly enjoy, you never have to work a day in your life.
No, that's right.
That's why I love teaching. I was teaching what's called intervention in sixth grade a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. Anyway, and basically what that is you have a group of kids anywhere between 15 and 25, and they have homework and that they're trying to get caught up on or done or whatever. And they'd just gone through our I-step testing, so they had no homework. So they all come into this room and they were like, "Yay, we get to sit in here and just talk with Mr. Batman." I said, "Oh no, that ain't the way it works, boys and girls. Just because you all don't have homework don't mean I don't get to make you something to do." And so I taught them about the law of non-contradiction, the law of identity, and why truth only comes from God, and that there is only one truth, and truth by its very nature is exclusive. Now that was a tough one to get over on sixth graders because they all have a very relativistic way of looking at things. Yes, Mr. Benny. Do I have white privilege? What is that? White privilege? What is white privilege? I have white shiny places on my bald head, but other than that, I don't know if that's a privilege or not. Well, I don't think I'm favorited in society. And anyway, I don't get to make that call now, do I? Do I get to choose who is favorited in society? I didn't benefit from society, or from slavery, rather.
Because he was born well after it ended.
Nope. Nobody that's alive today has ever been a slave, and nobody that's alive today has ever owned a slave. So I have not benefited nor know anybody who has benefited from slavery.
Benny,
Kind of
Benny, why are you role playing right now? I role play Skyrim. You role play Social Justice Warrior.
I don't role play. I am a crusader for the creator of the universe. And that's a fact.
Jem the Lionhearted.
Truth is the key. I think I may go lay down and take a nap.
Well, Benny, read the Bible. Read the last book of the Bible.
Of course dragons are real. You ain't never seen a dragon before?
Yeah, my nephew owns one.
Got no zoos in your neck of the woods?
My nephew owns a bearded dragon. I have video evidence too, Benny.
How about a Komodo dragon? You ever heard of one of them? Local zoo I have one of those.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think my brother would let my nephew have a Komodo dragon though.
Dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are evidence of God's creation, Benny.
Yeah, you know how they say that Jesus rode a town on a donkey, Benny? That's a mistranslation. That was a velociraptor that he rode on.
No, no, no. You're thinking about the false religion of Islam. They mispronounce the name of their God. It's not Allah, it's a lie. No, but I can prove that it is. But proof does not equal persuasion.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Because you can show someone proof and it will not persuade them, and you can persuade someone without showing them proof.
Exactly right. Because they choose to be fools. But when it comes down to dinosaurs, I love dinosaurs, and I love to teach the dinosaurs. I was actually had a class the other day. It was a first grade class. I was teaching the whole class all day, um, and during a lapse between two classes, they actually had a testing thing going on. So I had 30 minutes of dead time where they could have either colored on a piece of coloring paper or I could teach. And so I said, "Aha! Here I go." And so I started teaching them about the magnetic field of the Earth, and those kids just ate it up. They just loved it. And I love teaching kids cool stuff like about the magnetic field of the Earth. Well, I've never had been asked to teach Bible stuff. Everything is
Ben,
related to creation, though.
Benny, he teaches kid about God's other revelation, which is the natural world.
Yeah, it's legal to teach truth. Yep, it's
See,
very legal to teach truth.
Benny,
Some kids do.
God made two scriptures: the Bible and the universe.
I was in a debate yesterday with a guy about the multiverse. That's a non-winning event for him because the multiverse doesn't explain where the multiverse generator come from. If you have something that generates something as complex as a universe, and now you're saying that that generator generates spits out universes, willy-nilly here or there based on what? No science, just it does. Then that's ridiculous.
But Jim, the heavens declare the glory of the multiverse.
No, sir. The heavens declare the handiwork of the Creator. Now, let's go ahead and look at that, shall we? Because if the multiverse were an actual thing, then that means something is producing multiple universes. You can't even explain the one universe that we see in our reality all around us. How are you going to explain multiple universes, sir?
The multiverse
Benny?
generator, that's how.
Benny? No, they should not. But that's my opinion. That's not Bible. No, because it's a woman thing.
Benny, here, I'll explain it to you. When women are allowed to vote, right, they suffrage. And we want to end women's suffrage.
Guys, I'm going to go take a nap. I'm tired. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, take care, Jim. I mean, I don't know, man. Main thing is, lol.
You did. You're better looking.
Lol. come on, but
And you're nicer. You're not arrogant. He's arrogant.
causality. Allow cause and effect. I guess I believe in causality, but I
There
think
you go,
I approach
Benny.
it differently. Because Jim went on camera. Well, I'm not clean shaven anymore, Benny. My facial hair grows pretty fast.
Did you want to debate him?
No, not really, but I know that's what I expect that whenever I talk to Jim, because that's the way he is.
No, I was just curious. That's all.
I don't mind. I don't mind talking to Jim. He's gotten a lot more civil, for sure. He wasn't like nasty, uncivil, but he used to like interrupt a lot. And yeah, believe it or not, he's gotten better.
What I kind of wanted to bring up to him, but I didn't get a chance to, was all religious people are like, everybody else's religion is wrong. And they should just let other people decide. They should not worry about, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, oh, they're fucking wrong. I'm an atheist, man. Fuck your God, but, you know what I mean? Uh, I just don't understand religious people, how they hate everybody for who they, you know? No, I don't believe in God.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yes, Roman Catholic. God, my jaw hurts. Why? I didn't even do
I used
anything.
to, but like even religious people will tell you that's right. There comes a point in your life when you start doubting this stuff.
Yeah.
Some of us abandon it, and others, they go through their period of doubt, and then they keep believing it.
Well, what I like is when I say, like, God hasn't done anything for me lately, or, I don't believe in him. Well, he let you breathe. He put you on this earth. Like, go to hell. My parents bred, and that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when they do that. Like, oh, it gives you a sky to look at. It gives you a sun to look at. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to get involved because I'm going to get all emotional, and I don't want to get emotional over nothing.
I don't know. I do think that. We're already seeing this. Religion's declining in the industrialized world. It makes sense. There's no evidence for this shit, and the more people learn about the world, it seems that the less they need to appeal to this stuff to explain shit.
You are so right.
I forgot, Benny. It's like like 4 Central Time, something like that. I don't know. Sam who? Sure. Me, Benny. Wait, Sam, the receptionist, whatever. When did I talk to Sam though? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember talking to a Sam. What's his name on Google?
person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
Yo, motherfucker, join us on Google Hangouts. Benny Skyped you the link. Okay, take care. Do what, Benny? Ah, come on, I was kidding. I don't remember talking to a thick shade, so
Benny, you should tell him about my phone call the other night.
oh, what happened? Was it did they get into a fight or something? Oh, the guy, the hotel call.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah, I listen to metal, but not as much as I used to when I was in high school.
I got the name of his band. I got oh god, I got so much information. It was, yeah. I'm gonna friend him on Facebook. He was really cool too. He was really nice. No, because I can't talk a lot. And he's probably really stupid.
Guest services, this is Yolanda.
Hey, I'm looking for Eric, the metal guy. Hello. Oh, you fucking bitch! You hung up on me.
Benny, he wouldn't be there. He works the midnight shift.
Thank you for choosing Best Western Rivershore Hotel. This is Yolanda. How can I help you?
Hey, may I please speak to Sam?
I'm sorry, who are you looking to speak with?
Sorry, I mean Eric. You know,
You're
long
looking
hair.
to speak with Eric?
Yeah, long hair, metal head.
Oh, may I ask who's calling?
I'm
Hello?
I'm his ex-boyfriend. I want to talk to him about something.
Okay. Well, he's not here, and I can't give out phone numbers, so I have to take a message from you.
Alrighty.
What's your
tell
phone
him,
number?
that Benny the gangster said hi.
He doesn't work till midnight, Benny. I'm trying to tell you, he works the overnight shift. No, honey, but when we called him, it was after 12 o'clock, and he said he worked the overnight shift. He told me that. I'm not trying to protect anybody. I only protect a few people, but he's definitely not. I don't know him, so.
Oh man, time to put on my gloves. Because, these people are delicate as hell.
Church of Scientology, this is Shuchi. How can I help you?
Oh, howdy there. I have a question for you. How does the Church of Scientology account for the necessary preconditions for intelligibility?
Sorry, can you say again?
How does the Church account for the necessary preconditions for intelligibility?
Sorry, intelligibility?
All right, ma'am. I'll put it to you this way. How does the Church of Scientology account for truth?
Oh, how can be true?
How do
How
you know
can we
that
be
truth
true?
exists?
How do we know how do we define the true?
No. In your Scientology worldview, how do you account for truth?
How can we count for truth? If you think it's true, then it's true. It's very personal.
Ma'am, do you think truth exists?
I believe truth exists, but to us, it's if you think it's true, then it's true. If you think we're fake, we're fake. If you think we're true, we're true. If like a Salt Lake City, right? So if you think a Mormon, everything a Mormon church is true, you think it's true, then it's true to you. But if it's fake, then it's fake. That's
I
how.
got it.
The truth to us it's really personal. If you think something is true, then it's true to you. If you think we're fake, then it's fake too. Yeah, we don't try to say, oh, we are true, so you have to believe us. And if you don't think we're true, then you're dumb. No, we don't think that way. If you think the truth we're processing, then that's good. Then if it's not, that's fine. It's your choice. We respect your choice. And we believe what you say to us is true because you think it's true.
Well,
we
ma'am,
respect
so
yes.
I
Yes.
see that you're a truth relativist, but I'm here to teach you the absolute truth of Jesus fucking Christ. He's the way, the
I don't know.
truth, and the
I'm a
life.
Mormon. Okay, sir, I'm a Mormon. Actually, I'm just working here. So if you want to teach me something, I'm here. I'm a student too. I'm a staff here. I'm also a student, and I'm Mormon. I believe in Jesus Christ.
Oh, I see. So
that's true to me. Yeah,
I
because here
love
we
talking
believe
to
in.
my fellow Latter-day Saints. Okay, so
You are.
so you believe that Jesus Christ came to America, don't you?
Yes.
Well, ma'am, that teaching is unbiblical. Where the Bible
Well,
doesn't say
again.
that Jesus Christ came to America.
Well, again, it's true to me. If it's not true to you, it's okay. I respect what you believe in is true. You know, everyone needs to find their religion. Some people believe in money is true. Money is the only thing. I respect their opinion too. You know, I think in this world we respect religion and politics a lot because that's why we're living in the States because we believe in everyone has their the freedom to believe in something as long as you don't harm someone else. You know.
Ma'am.
I'm from Taiwan, by the way.
Oh, I see. But ma'am,
Yeah.
I want to let you know that the Gospel of Joseph Smith is a lie straight from the pit of hell. You have two choices, ma'am: repent or perish. But which one are you gonna pick?
Yeah.
The road is narrow and few will enter it.
That's a hard question. I don't think I'm very good at talking about this in English, to be honest.
If your right hand causes you to sin, it's better to cut it off than keep it and lose your body to hell.
I don't know if I will have to say something so extreme. I believe in love. God always forgiven. That's my belief. I won't try to only only the follower of Satan they're really going to hell, but everyone else, as long as they follow the light and love, no matter the religion they are, I believe they all go to heaven. To me,
Ma'am, the
as long
Lord
as they believe
hosts
in
is a
truth.
merciful God, and He gives you a choice. But if you reject Him, you're going to burn in hell forever and ever.
Oh, not forever, because in the side, another side of this world, they will see the truth. Maybe they'll change their mind, because a lot of people don't believe we have spirits. But when they really go to the spirit world, they be, oh, we do have a spirit world. Then they probably will change their mind because they see the truth. Because now we only can use our faith to believe in something we don't see. But the spirit world, you have to be there. Then you will believe. There's there are more spirit there teaching good things. So we always have a chance to learn more things in the spiritual
Oh,
world.
Lordy, I am talking to a hero. Ma'am.
No, that's
so,
how I believe. I'm not very good at
ma'am,
religion,
ma'am, I'm
argument.
here. It's okay, ma'am. I'm a doctor
Yes,
to the
yes.
sick. I'm going to help you straighten out your theology so you can walk the path of righteousness with me.
Yes. Just I really appreciate that you're talking to me because but I'm a receptionist. There's someone's waiting for me to talk to them. So if you really want to have this discussion, we will come to you, walk into our door, and we can talk about this more if you want. But I really need to take care of the person. Yes.
Have a good day, and I want to see you in heaven
too.
when I die.
I hope so. I will see you then, okay? Thank you for calling, though. I really appreciate your opinion and thoughts. Okay, have a good day. Bye.
All right, take care. What?
I'm Mormon too.
Oh, my dad was an ex-Mormon. Yeah, Jenna's a Catholic, like Ben is a Jew. I'm not talking about Benny. I'm talking about this guy named Ben that we know. I mean, how's that guy been? Yeah, Ben Schwartz. It's been a while since I've talked to him.
Oh my God! Somebody posted up this really disgusting picture. It's of Davy, but it's been obviously changed. It's really gross.
Is it the one of him
It's one of
snorting
his
cocaine?
face. No, one of his face, somebody's body, and big, huge balls. It's really nasty. It's a nude. But they put his face on it. I don't know whose body it is.
Oh man, Benny, you gotta admit that was a funny conversation I had with that Scientologist. But wait, they have a fucking Mormon working for the Church of Scientology?
Well, she's just a receptionist, though.
Oh, okay, sure.
How inclusive, Betty? They're not that inclusive. I'm a Mormon. I was baptized into being a Mormon.
My dad was Mormon, but he converted to like Protestantism, and
Protestantism?
Yeah, but he sure did love Utah though, because that's where he wanted us to scatter his ashes, and we did.
My daughter went to a Mormon school.
Yeah, but
My daughter went to Brigham Young.
Utah is fucking nice, though. I went there like 4 years ago.
Oh, is it? Three of my kids are Mormon.
Yeah, I tasted the fucking Salt Lake, man, and they're not kidding. Yeah, salty as hell, man. I've been a bunch of beaches throughout my life, man, but no, that's real salt water there. I didn't drink the lake water, I tasted it.
Yeah, because you can taste it, you just can't drink it. It'll make you poop. Because of the salt.
It's like, it was out there, like, in the middle of a fucking desert. The city was, like, in the distance. And, out beyond the lake was desert, and a few mountains here and there.
Yes, Benny, like the Dead Sea. We all know. I know it makes you float like the Dead Sea. Huh. I got my bonus from work. I'm gonna be able to go. I'm gonna be able to buy my tickets. Oh, who the fuck are you calling? I don't know what to say to one of them. I'm one of them.
I'm not able to answer the phone right now, but if you leave your name.
Oh, sorry.
Hello? Hello?
I'm here, Benny, but I just trying to cook dinner for my peoples.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I saw you last night.
Now who?
Hello, happy Easter. This is Shelley Rahala's voicemail at 253-230-2749. I usually have my phone turned on, generally 7 days a week, between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And if you're receiving this voicemail, it would mean that I'm unable to take your call because I may be sleeping, taking a shower, watching a movie in a movie theater, and taking your call would disrupt the other people, or I might be in a noisy environment in a store or something too loud to hear you. You know, it could be any number of reasons. I do have Bluetooth in my SUV, so I'm hands-free there. But if you leave a message with a good phone number after the beep, I will return it. So thank you for calling, and I'll look forward to talking to you very soon, and have a blessed day.
I can't find my money.
To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, press 2. To delete and re-record, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To mark urgent, press 1. To mark confidential, message marked urgent. To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, press 2. To delete and re-record, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To fax, press 6. To cancel this message, press. To mark urgent, press 1. To mark confidential, press 2. To mark urgent and confidential, press 3. To mark normal, press 4. To go back, press star. To replay your message, press 1.
Yo.
To continue recording.
Who the hell's that? Whose soundboard is that, Benny?
Not even. I don't even have a husband anymore.
Oh, I thought your husband was down corner. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding.
Yeah, no. Not even close. Ew, no. Gross. There you go, Benny. You should tell him about Dan coming to visit.
Yeah, Jen is a very lovely host.
I'm a hostess, thank you. Of course I made food. I know how to cook.
She made me breakfast and second breakfast. I felt like I was in the Shire.
In bed? Where do you think?
Well, you've never heard of the Shire, Benny? Not a Lord of the Rings fan?
It's Middle Earth, Benny. Middle Earth. Come on. Lord of the Rings. Where you been?
See, Jen knows what she's talking about.
Fuck it up. I was New Zealand. I've been there.
You've been to fucking New Zealand? Oh, man. I envy you.
In 2015.
I want to go. I want to go beat them at Maori, man. They have cool face tattoos.
It's a really nice place. It's beautiful there.
But Benny, if I go to New Zealand, I'm definitely dressing up, if you know what I mean.
They have a little town there where they filmed, and it's got all the little houses and shit, like the Shire. People live there.
Oh shit! I want to go there. I want to go there so bad.
The plane ticket cost me $2,300.
I mean, I'll let my beard grow and dress like Aragorn or something like that.
That would be sweet.
Or Frodo, because when I let my hair grow, it kind of looks like Hobbit hair. I watched those movies so many times, Jen. I mean, I think the first one came out when I was like 6.
You how old?
I was like 6 when the first one came out.
You're like a baby. You're so young. You. I'm gonna get arrested.
Yeah, but I like Lord of the Rings a lot more than I did the Hobbit movies. I mean, Peter Jackson kind of lost his touch. I mean, but then again, like the Hobbit book was more of a kiddie book than LOTR.
You guys can call my ex if you want, but he's probably not gonna pick up. And as long as you.
Yeah, man. But if you give Benny your ex's phone number, he's gonna give it to Flat Bulldog.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Never mind. You're right.
I'm kidding, man. But no, that was my bad, man. I gave you guys those phone numbers back when we were doing prank calls months ago, and then they used it against me. I know that.
Why don't you just call Jeff? And then Dan can talk to him and tell him, all the details, the juicy details.
Yeah, I was playing League of Legends while talking to Jim Benny. When I was talking to Jim about time, I was playing League of Legends. Oh, okay.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Jeff, you don't know me, but I know you. And I want to say this, man. I had a good time with your girl, but thing is, when I gave her a toe curling orgasm, she didn't cry out my name. She cried out yours. So yeah, man, thanks a lot. That was devastating. Hurt my ego. So Jen, sorry, Jeff. I was wondering if you want to have a threesome. You know what I mean? Never done this before, but you're so fucking sexy, so I'll do it with you. All right. XOXO. Take care. Peace out.
I can't believe you fucking said that.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi.
Oh shit, is this Nikki?
Hello,
Is this Nikki?
can I help you?
Yes, I would like to purchase your services.
Where are you staying?
I'm staying in a nice special place waiting for you to make my day.
Well, where's your special place at?
It's in a hotel room at a hotel.
What hotel?
The MGM.
Are you by yourself?
Of course. But
Okay.
I won't be for long because you're gonna come make my day.
Okay, so it's $250 plus a tip. Are you ready now?
Yeah, but I want to clarify something. What do you mean by tip?
More money. Tipping is,
okay.
the
Okay,
$250
sure.
gets me there naked and comfortable, and then tipping is worked out privately in your room.
Can I give you more than one kind of tip though?
Money is the only tip I take.
Ah, shit. I mean, I'm sure when you see it, you're gonna want to take another kind of tip, if you know what I mean.
Probably not, if you know what I mean.
Like how?
You're not at the MGM.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Bye.
What? Yes, that's what your mom said to me. Wait, don't tell me you're calling Nikki again. Yeah, I mean, I know it's one of the biggest call girls, so. Dude, you want me to get Bacon Bone in here?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. Hello. I would like to buy your services. Oh man, she doesn't like slobs. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello. So here's your two choices. You either talk to me or I leave a bad review on Yelp.com. Alright. So this is how you're gonna be. Okay. I'm gonna talk to the manager and tell him what a bad, naughty little employee you've been. Worst customer service I've ever seen in my life.
Hello.
Hi.
Benny, you've been calling these people for like what, 2 years now? Man, you've kept this shit going for 2 years, Benny. Wow.
Thank you for calling the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Ontario, Oregon. This is Stephanie. How can I help you?
I would like to make a reservation, please.
Okay, I'm actually in a room right now helping a guest. If there's any way that you can call back like in 5 minutes?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Okay. Make me wait.
Okay,
There
I'm
we
sorry.
go.
Okay.
All
right, bye.
Are you in New York State?
You should call one of them girls and tell them you're setting up. You want to set up a date for your friend who has an.
For my friend who's what?
One of the call. Hey. Why? He didn't get it? What I said was he should call one of them call girls and say, I'm setting up a date for my friend, but he has an STD, and find out if they're interested. Will they? Okay, sorry. It was just a thought. I got a good one too, but I can't do it right now because I'm at work.
Hello?
Yo, what up, dog?
Hello, can I help you?
Okay, so this how it's gonna go down, right? So I got a friend, right? And his name is Davey fucking Nubs. Biggest alpha male I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. I don't know who you're calling for. This is just an answering service. If you want to see a call, I get your name, number, and somebody phones you back.
All right. So I want you to go to my room, say a surprise gift for my friend Davey Nums.
Okay, we need the hotel, the room number, and the registered name of the room, and somebody will phone you back.
Okay, so the hotel is the MGM. You know.
Are you in the room now?
Yeah. I'm here with my buddy. You know, he's in the shower.
Okay. What's the room number?
The room number is 3370.
3370?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call you right now.
No!
What's the registered name?
Davey Nums.
Davey what?
Yo, Moss.
Nums. Numz.
Okay. 3307 Nums. This thing that's not the registered name. Could it be under another name?
No, I mean,
you know what? Go over to the room phone, dial 0, and get the correct room number and the registered name, and then call us back, okay?
You know you're wasting your time.
dude, Johnny, can you get a Davey in here?
He's on right now. I don't know.
Hello, can I help you?
Hey, Nikki, what up, dog? I don't know. I guess she sounded kind of like Nikki.
Please leave your message for
Lisa Afy.
Hello.
Yeah, what up, Nikki?
This is the answering service.
Yo, so yeah, I'd like to purchase your services for a friend of
Okay,
mine.
where are you staying? I can call you back in your room and go over the details.
So it's the Plaza Hotel in New York City.
No, you have to be here in Las Vegas, honey.
Oh, but I mean, New York isn't that far though.
No, you have to be here in Las Vegas. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's by the sea too. Oh man, I got a headache. Fuck.
Hello.
Shut up and listen to my order.
Benny, whose voice is that? Yeah. Nah. I didn't sleep well last night. Phone. Lol. No. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Hell yeah, of course. So long she promises not to cry out Jeff's name again. Tomorrow. Well, I mean that's the point, Benny.
What are you doing?
Hello, can I help you? Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm looking at the menu.
Bye.
Shut up and listen to my order.
Bye, bitch.
What are you doing?
Stop calling here.
Yeah.
Call again. Call Nikki again, dude. Keep calling her.
Hey, I can't get to the phone right now. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Thanks.
Okay. Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Yeah, small seasoned curlies. How much is that?
Thank you.
Jen. Jenny. Jenny.
Yes. What? What?
Will you talk to me, Jenny?
Phone be ringing. What do you want, baby? Ringing.
Wait.
What do you want me to do? You want me to cover you with compliments? What? I have many.
I missed you.
I texted you last night.
All right. Yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, of course I did. Because I'm a cool girl like that. Because I worry.
Do you ever text Benny?
Yes.
Oh, you tramp.
Text a lot of people. Text Davey, too.
Can't love you like I do.
I text Davey, I text you. Who else do I text? Who else's number do I have?
Do you guys want to start like a Snapchat group?
What?
Start a Snapchat group.
I'm on Snapchat, you know. I am. I don't use it, but I'm on it.
Benny, get on Snapchat.
Penny, get on Snapchat. Yeah, you're gonna be asking for the world with that one. I don't care. It's hot. Just burnt myself. Penny doesn't have a phone. You trap me in these questions. Come on now. I don't kiss and tell, Benny.
Lol.
I don't kiss and tell, Benny.
Yeah, but Davey. I used to think Davey was a troll, right? But I mean, is he a troll?
No, he's a good guy.
No, but when he gets on Hangouts and he starts, playing creep game, is that him trolling, or is he being himself?
He's different in real life, I told you.
Oh, okay, sure. So then I guess that's him trolling.
Just like you are. You're kind of the same in real life, but you're a little different. You know, but he's really trolly on here, but he's different in real life. You're kind of the same. You're nice and sweet and stuff. Oh, I can't believe I just said that.
Oh boy.
Benny, they all do because I'm that good.
Oh shit. John, do you mind if I sent Benny that picture of you with my seed on your face?
I don't know. Yes, I'd mind, Benny, because I don't know if I can trust you not to spread it all over fucking Hangouts. It's good for your complexion, don't you know? It was really upsetting, though, because I'll tell you, Benny, I'd rather swallow. That's my usual MO, so. But just for Dan.
Hello? Hello?
Hey,
Yes.
would you be interested in providing services for this friend of mine who's a rabbi?
No, thank you.
Oh, his name is John Geshala. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Would you be interested in providing your services to this friend of mine who's a rabbi? Oh, yeah.
Where are you staying?
The MGM Hotel. So.
What's your room number?
The room number is 3307, and my friend's name is John Geshala, and he's a rabbi. And I mean,
What tower are you in?
You don't mind guys with bushy beards, right?
What tower are you in?
Tower South.
Oh, which one?
South.
Okay, I'll be right there.
All right. Yeah, man. I mean, I hope she polishes John's katana. Yeah, but I like John Benny, but he was talking about getting a circumcision, right? I'm like, oh man, that sounds. Well, I mean, I don't know if he did, but he talked about it, and I was like, damn, wow, that sounds painful. Are you serious, man? They cut off your fucking foreskin? I mean, even if they use anesthetics, right? I mean, it hurts after. But no, I mean, of course he's not gonna do it by himself. I mean. Well, I mean, Africans do circumcisions. Africans eat albinos. In some places, man, when you have a chief of a tribe who dies, they will go out in the street and look for people to kill to bury with the fucking chief. I think I know this guy who was a missionary in Nigeria, and he talked about that practice. But I mean, these are like villages, right? I mean, I'm sure they don't do it in like the big cities or whatnot. Not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily from what I've read, right? I mean, sometimes they do it to the chief's fucking family, dude. Like his servants and whatnot. His wife. Like, I mean, Nigeria, the country where they arrested a fucking goat for armed robbery because they thought the goat was a shape-shifting wizard who robbed a store. I mean, I'm not making it up, man. I mean, that legit happened in Nigeria.
How's it going, Benny? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It was the mic. The problem it wasn't Vista. It was the fucking mic volume. It wouldn't fucking. There was some fucking stupid. No, I already had a laptop. I've got loads of computers in this house. I was using that Vista laptop just because it was, I don't know, just the one I used. Yeah, don't know, I've just been busy, just being busy. No one really. Been a couple of bops hangouts. What's that one called? Jennifer. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know her, but she's been in a couple of bops hangouts. Yeah.
Phil, they shut down uncensored politics on Discord.
Did they? They're shutting down everything now, man.
Yeah, all the alt-right servers are cracking down.
Yeah, they're all gone, man. You're all right. You've still got free speech. I don't have free speech anymore. I'm in England. Can't even make jokes about the Jews anymore. Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not in America. They haven't cracked down on this shit, at least for now.
Well, not for now. Yeah, give it a few decades and it'll be gone. You'll have communism eventually. Don't worry.
I mean, it's bound to happen, man. Taking free speech, right?
More difficult in America because you've got fucking a codified constitution, aren't you? Whereas we don't have one. We have a fucking. Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not codified. It's a fucking. It can be adjusted whenever it fucking feels like in this country. No, I haven't seen Phantom. Why? You are Phantom Prophet, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I don't know who you are, Benny. I don't know who you are, man. I think you might be a bird anyway. I think you might be a bird, Benny, because I remember ages ago, a fucking woman's voice came on your thing, and I don't know. This was ages ago. This was like a year ago. This was like a year ago.
So, I talked to some race deniers the other day, Phil.
I did as well. I was in an anti-fascist page, and they were that's it. I just said that Europe should be for European people, and they said, what is a European person anyway? And I showed them the haplogroups.
Right.
And then they said, well, that's all very well.
Man, I hate it when people ask me, fucking questions like that. I mean, what the fuck?
You have to go to some autistic level where you just have to explain basic shit that everyone gets.
It's like, all right, you want to act like an idiot? I'll treat you like an idiot.
And then they'll say, well, what about the quantum level? What about the quantum level? Is race that? It's like, okay, you're gonna fuck around. There's no point.
It's like, what are you gonna ask me next? What's a fucking square? What's a triangle?
Yeah.
Shapes, geometry is shapes are social constructs too.
Yeah, the laws of logic are a social construct. That's a good one. That's a fucking great one. Or the science. Have you ever met anyone who's debated the scientific? I debated a feminist who she straight away she said, I can't prove that the scientific method's sexist, but if I use my post-structuralist eyes on this one, so I said, what? So you're going to give me special pleading? You're going to fucking tell me that you can't prove it, and I'm supposed to go along with your fucking shit?
It's like, is there something sexist about hypothesis building and experimentation, observation?
Because it objectifies people, it objectifies reality. I said, yeah, that's the whole point of science. It's trying to get objective truth. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of it. It doesn't really.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
She said, the language. She's on about the language science uses.
Okay, I mean, I hope you didn't have a conversation like that, but I mean that would be an equivocation fallacy because, I mean, objectifying men and women. It's different from, you know, the quote unquote objectification that science does. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So what have you been up to then? Oh fuck, what's that? No, I've just got to go get it. Have I seen Tifa around? No, I haven't seen Tifa in a long time.
I don't like Tifa, man. Sometimes when you have
Tifa's like, he's one of those. He's sort of like an upright person, but he doesn't do it justice. He's kind of like, he's like the 4chan person who knows what needs to be done but doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? And that's not what you want. You don't want people like that. It's a shame. You know what I mean? You don't want to waste your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's too much into his anime. He's like a fucking anime weebo, isn't he?
But it's like, you know, I've met art writers, man, who are like too extreme, dude. I mean,
yeah, they're not practical about what needs to be done. It's like,
and they have like fucking nutty ideas in their heads. I mean,
yeah, they take it too fucking seriously, or they talk about shit that's not gonna help us get what we want. Like essentially, all I think we need to do is just implement like libertarian policy. If you implement libertarian policy, that will get you an ethno state. Essentially, a de facto ethno state.
oh no, man, I'm not about the ethno state business anymore.
The call you are attempting to place.
Yeah.
It's like I'm about the android state. That's what I call it.
The android state.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a state inhabited by post-humans and artificial intelligence.
Alright. Pocket transhumanism. What we'll do.
I mean, I do think ethno states work better than multicultural ones, right? I mean,
Well, yeah, clearly they fucking do, because if you look at, well, it just doesn't work. If you look at the fucking an IQ test, yeah, it's 121 minus 121. Well, it fluctuates between about 118 to about 121, around about that. It depends on what test you do, really, innit? Then Chaz is full of shit, though. Chaz, what did he say? He said his IQ was fucking, 151, and he works in McDonald's. I don't believe that. That's bollocks. He hasn't got an IQ of 100, because the problem is that if someone says they've got an IQ of 150, that's that's very, very high. And for someone to have an IQ of 150, it's understandable to fucking, because with someone with an IQ like that, they're supposed to be a fucking professor. That's like professor level. Well, they should do. I think they do. But I think presidents do take IQ tests, don't they? They must do.
Oh man, like the first time I got tested, I was like 6 years old.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I kind of remember the test. It was like, this kitty test with all these shapes and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And and then I remember like I had a teacher telling me that they were considering skipping me a grade, but they didn't do it.
Do I think Obama's IQ is higher than Trump's? I don't think it is, because Trump's very, very fucking clever. Like with the shit he did, it's like the the meme when they talk about 4D chess. He does do shit like that. It's like when he released that sex tape. He released a sex tape of himself so that he would get publicity. There was only where is it? I'll find that fucking meme. That's a pisser. There was a sex tape and there was only 2 in existence, and I think it was CNN or something. And CNN had said, "Oh, we've got this sex tape of Donald Trump with his wife or something," and then they'd found out that Donald Trump had released it, and he'd released it on purpose so that he would get publicity because so he was fucking with them. They'd thought that they'd like got some dirty information on him, but he did it on purpose, and he does shit like that all the time. That's why he's clever. I fuck knows what that means. I think that's just a mistake, isn't it?
But Phil, what's a European, huh?
Yeah, what's a European? Well, if I want to be autistic, it's what is it? HBA1, HBA2, AL1A, and there's a few others. Basically, anyone with above 25% of the HA1A haplotype is a European. Anything below that is, or anything below that's either a Middle Eastern or a fucking African or something, or possibly Sicily, because Sicily's a weird part of Europe where there was a lot of genetic flow going on, so it's they're not really do you see what I mean? There's a lot of mix going on there.
Well, I mean, these North Africans, Mediterranean people, so that they're cousins.
A lot of Jews went to Sicily as well. I can't remember I think it was like in the 1300s or something. A lot of Jews went there. I think they were fleeing someone or something. But yeah, that's what a European is. But it's just this one about it. With most people, if you just a normal person, they know what a fucking European is. But with a leftist, you have to go to autistic levels of fucking science where no one knows what you're on about.
Like, yeah, I mean, you went for the genotype, but I mean, I don't know enough about that to
just look up
that level. No, I mean, I know what a haplogroup is, right? But I mean, I don't have these human haplotypes memorized.
No, it's not something that anyone should remember off by heart because that's just fucking stupid. You don't need to. You don't fucking need to, do you? Really? You know
I usually go for phenotypes, right? And it's like, okay, they tend to have these traits.
Right, yeah. You know what? Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, the phenotypes work. That's a working model that does its job. There's no need to fucking
right. And people who look like this, they tend to have a recent ancestry from this part of the world that we call Europe.
Basically, just don't. Basically, we shouldn't just fucking force immigration on people. We should just sort of have an immigration policy where you sort of say, like Japan's immigration policy is solid. Like the only way you're getting into Japan is if you are fucking very productive. You have to be an extremely productive person getting into Japan. And, you know, obviously, this would mean, even with this, like, immigration policy, like an extremely strong immigration policy, you're still going to get black people and, you know, Asians or whatever, but it wouldn't be an issue because their numbers would be extremely low anyway, so no one cares, do they? No one cares about fucking Thomas Sowell living next door to you, do they, really? You don't give a fuck.
Nah.
Like, oh no, Thomas Sowell's black, so I don't give a fuck. Got an IQ of 100 and fuck knows, and he's about one person. The majority of the country will still be white, and that's all that matters. What's that say?
But it's like this guy, this one guy told me, it's like, well, but I mean, you know, what about sub-Saharan Africans? I mean, they're different for each other, and it's like, well, yeah, I believe in a couple different sub-Saharan African races too. So I mean, what's your fucking point?
What's that?
It's like, no, I don't think Bantu and Bushman are the same race. So okay, yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Well, yeah, in Africa, there's different. There's what is there? There's Negroid, Congoloid, and there's another one as well. But yeah, in Africa's ethnically diverse. There's a lot of diversity in Africa. It's incredibly diverse. It's just that they're all black, but there's loads of different ethnic groups in Africa. And that's the problem with Africa. The problem with Africa is there's loads of ethnic diversity. If you look at the fucking, and this is why I don't get it when people talk about ethnic diversity as like a strength. It clearly fucking isn't. The most successful nations are ethnically homogeneous, and the shitholes are diverse. That's the fucking reality of it. There's something that I don't know what it is. I think it's just that when people are similar in terms of ethnicity, they just get along better with each other. It's just fucking nature, isn't it? Really. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna get a brew.
Because when you have like different ethnicities cohabitating, that usually means like different cultures and like different mindsets living together.
Why did you invite a Brit?
Oh, well, Benny and I like Phil.
That guy's a Brit, isn't he? That guy hangs out in my hangouts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's an alpha. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, I like Phil. He's funny.
No, you don't understand because I'm stabbing people in the face, and I'm the one who's going to get kicked out of the hangouts. No, there's already a hang. I'm going to jump in eventually, but you know, it's not that. I'm not. Did I fucking? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not bitching at you. All I did was ask you a question. I know, I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I know. I got it. I get it. I remember now. Sorry. You have to forgive me. I'm at work and I had to fucking cook and fucking feed people and then clean up and ugh. Now I'm trying to eat my dinner. It's a lot of stress, man. That's okay, because I cheated on him too, so. Oh, I didn't, huh? Ask about my mechanic. I'll tell you all about him.
Oh, is his name the Fonz?
No.
Man, I fucking love that show. I used to watch that like every Sunday morning on
What?
TV. Happy Days on TV Land.
There's somebody in here that I work that pretends to be the Fonz. He wants to be the Fonz. He walks around all day going, "Arr!"
I mean, it was a show full of white faces. But I mean, it's not. I mean, that's not the thing that I like about it. It's I don't know. It was like family friendly, to put it that way.
Yeah, all right.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Keep going.
Thursday, Friday, happy days. I'm out of tune, John, so I don't sing that much.
I used to watch Laverne and Shirley right after that. It was right after Happy Days. It was Happy Days and then Laverne and Shirley. I had dogs that were named Laverne and Shirley. I didn't name them. I got them from the pound. But they were a mother and a daughter, and they named them Laverne and Shirley.
Tell Davey to let his hair grow and start greasing it, right? And turn him.
Tell Davey to do what?
Tell Davey to let his hair grow and start greasing it and turn him into the Fonz.
I still can't believe you said that. I'm really twisted about that. You have no idea how twisted I am about that.
Oh.
I call out his name. Motherfucker or something like that. That'll be his name. I only caught some of it. I kind of walked away. And I heard you like you were so funny. You sounded so beta. And I mean, and she called out your name, and it's really disturbing me. Too funny. Too funny. You're too funny. Oh, no wonder I can't hear you.
I mean, I'm glad that that's never happened to me for real. But if it did, I'd probably dump her on the spot.
I don't call out people's names unless everybody's named Jesus. I don't usually get a chance to talk. Oh, it's snowing again. I don't really talk. I have a hard enough time trying to breathe. Forget talking. See, look, Benny doesn't know anything about the mechanic. Benny, how do you not know about my mechanic? Even Sean knows about my mechanic. He's trying to use it.
Why could be greased like lightning? Keep talking, won't keep talking. Fuel injection cut off the cold and rods, oh yeah. With the 4 speed on the floor, never waiting at the door. You know that ain't the shit we're the gas. It's like no, 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 no.
Benny Zuko or Kaneki? Who do you perceive yourself as?
Man, I don't know.
I never liked Danny Zuko. I always liked Kaneki.
I was gonna say that I like Kaneki more.
I liked Kaneki more because Danny was such a fag. Kaneki didn't have to like anything to get the pussy. Danny did. I can't believe I just said that on fucking Live Hangout. Oh my god.
Yeah. I remember the first time I watched that movie.
I was a kid when it came out. I was a kid. I had the soundtrack and everything. On record. On vinyl. Who's your favorite female character? I know who mine is.
Man, I don't know. I don't really like the females in that movie, to be honest.
Rizzo. Come on, Rizzo.
I mean, they looked weird.
She don't care about nothing. That's me. That's me to a T. I'm like, whatever. People gotta say shit. Okay, whatever. And I won't cry in front of the mechanic either. So, there you go. I won't cry in front of anybody but my kids. Actually, I don't cry mostly, so. I'm outside in a snowstorm smoking a cigarette on the phone. Want to see snow? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it snowed a little bit earlier today, man, but not a lot, and it's all gone now.
Camera, turn around. I don't want to see my ugly ass face.
Oh shit.
There we go. See the snow? It's snowing. You can't really see the snow, but coming down.
I mean, it looks nice out there. I like the snow.
I love snow. Love it. It's magical. At least to me. Nobody else likes it, but fuck them. I would walk around freaking beautiful.
Yeah, I like it when Jim tries to tell me how evolution is fake. I don't know.
I wanted to ask him a few things, but I don't want to get into an argument because I'll get into an argument with him. Because I'm uneducated. I'm uneducated enough to just come across as, uneducated.
But it's like sometimes they'll tell people like him will tell me, "What about like all the missing links?" Well, I mean, they're not. There's a lot of them that aren't missing anymore, and I can name you a shitload. But I mean, that's because I learned about some of these things in my major in college. So
there you go, an educated man.
I mean, I majored in geology, but I took a couple of like the history of Earth classes because I mean it's part of my major. So
you majored in geology?
Yeah.
My friend from New Zealand got his PhD in geology. That's weird. There's a missing link right there. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They taught me how to identify these fucking rocks and minerals, but it's like I took a shitload of classes, man. All 4 years where I had to identify different rocks and minerals.
Absolutely, Benny. Absolutely. Ooh, where's my camera on? Sorry about that, Dan. Go ahead. Okay. Don't.
Who blew in the mic?
He was blowing me kisses. Be quiet, Benny.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
See? He said bad, Dan. Somebody loves me, Benny. Even if it's not the mechanic.
Well, I mean, I know some things about fixing cars because my dad taught me, but I'm not an expert for sure.
You know a lot of things about going under the hood. I'm not going to say any more than that.
But I mean, there's a lot of guys my age who don't know how to fucking change a tire.
I know how to change a tire. I know how to change my oil. I know how to change my spark plugs. But I keep them around for other things. When I need major work on my car. And, yeah, other stuff. Hang on a second. Be right back.
But it's like one time, man, I changed the tire on my friend's car in the fucking highway.
I've done that.
So
No, I
mean,
had two. Go ahead,
I
I'm sorry.
told him to take the fucking exit that was right there, and park at the gas station. But no, he decided to stop the car in the highway, park it to the side, and I was like, "Oh man, you gotta be shitting me."
I changed my tire right in front of this guy's house that I'd just given a ride home, and he was useless as tits on a bowl. And I changed my own tire, and he was a lazy fuck and went in the house. God help me, please. Anyway. One time I was driving to actually that person's house that was useless at that time, and my radiator blew out while I was driving, and I had to call the police. They had to come get me and bring me home. And my radiator was totally rusted out, and I had problems all year with it and didn't know it was the fucking radiator. It's terrible. And then I met the mechanic, and he solves most of my problems.
Dude, tell Holly Baglio to come in here.
Benny, Benny, Benny. I'll have you know that at this point in time, greased lightning is running through my brain, and it's pissing me off.
Benny doesn't like it when I play music. Because he doesn't want to get copyright strikes.
Oh, that makes sense. Like, seriously, this is live. Who the heck is going to watch this? That's what I want to know. Does Benny have his own little group of followers or something? Because my Google standards is boring as Hangout is boring as hell. I like it because, you know, I don't like fighting, but... Benny, what are you doing, Benny? Yeah, you. I don't know, I was just making conversation, just checking up on you, seeing how you were doing. Since you're, like, my favorite faceless person.
Benny, get on camera.
Right?
Jennifer, do you know who that is?
No. Rasputin? Oh my god. No, I don't know who that other person was. You look like Rasputin.
Yeah, have you seen pictures of Rasputin?
No, I haven't actually. I was just taking a wild guess. Do you know who he was?
Well, okay, that's good. Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah.
Do you use Discord, Phil?
Not really. No, I don't use that. I just use Facebook, this, and that's about it. But I'm gonna stop using everything eventually, because it's fucking, especially Facebook, because they're fucking, yeah, they're becoming part of the fucking system, aren't they? They're becoming authoritarian.
I hate Facebook, man.
Yeah,
I
well,
got my Facebook account got suspended for 30 days.
yeah,
Like 2
mine
days
has,
ago.
because I posted that fucking some Jew shit, and that got me banned. But I've got loads of accounts. I only use Facebook to talk to my girlfriend anyway. The rest of it's just bollocks. I only use it.
Is your girlfriend black, Phil?
Yeah, she's black, man. Pure fucking black, negroid. Fucking nah, man. It's white. She's more right wing than me. In all fairness.
Oh man.
I'm black. I'm a black star. Check me out.
Have you ever had sex with a black man, Jennifer?
Nope.
Me either.
What was that?
I've never fucked a black man either.
I've never either. My parents were very, very racist. And they told me I could be friends with them, just don't have kids with them.
That's what I said to my kid.
And I spoke to one and my mother stabbed me.
Fucking hell. She stabbed you?
Yep, she stabbed me.
Fucking hell.
Yep. And she did it with the element of surprise. I didn't even know it was coming. I walked.
Your mum
I,
was like
I
your mum.
walked. I walked past her. She was washing dishes, and as I walked past her, she turned and stabbed me in the arm and lunged at me and stabbed me.
What did she say to you? Don't go with black people.
No program. You have program tomorrow. Get lost.
What? So why did
You'll
she?
have,
She stabbed you
huh?
because she stabbed you because you went with a black person.
Because I was talking to a guy that he wasn't even completely black. He was mixed. Well, here, wait. The question of have I ever slept with a black man? A full black man or a half black man?
Oh, half black. It's black.
No, it's not.
Fucking is. Still the coal, isn't it?
Still what?
The coal.
The coal.
Yeah, because if you had sex with him and had a baby, you'd have a coal inside of you. You'd burn the coal, wouldn't you?
A coal? I never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's called burning the coal.
Oh my god.
You burn the coal, you
Anyway.
pay the toll.
Anyway, so my mother stabbed me.
Fucking hell, your mum's a bit extreme, isn't she?
Yeah, she was a nut.
Say sorry.
That's why I had no friends in school, because she was the crazy lady.
Fucking hell.
Yep. Now she has Alzheimer's and she doesn't remember a goddamn thing.
Perfect alibi.
But she still, put it this way, my mother has not liked me since utero.
Fucking hell. Why do you reckon that is? Did she get a lot of support, or
What? I'm sorry?
how was her mother? Was her mother the same, or?
I don't know. She was the only girl, so I was the only girl too. But I don't know. I didn't, my mother she was jealous of my dad, I guess. Of like my dad, I was like daddy's little girl, but she hated my guts.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have stabbed you. She could have just said, "Listen, Jennifer, don't go with a black man. Come on."
Well, my brother, she was like, my brother was like, did you know my brother was Jesus Christ? Bow down and kiss his feet. And, yeah, she just didn't like me. And I never did it. I told her, like, to her face, like, I never became a prostitute. I never became a drug addict. I never became an alcoholic. What is your fucking problem? Yeah. You're just a fucking whore. Okay. That's cool. I was married for a year and a half and was having my second child.
Uh-huh.
And I was still a whore. I couldn't keep my legs closed, but I was married. Now, mind you, married, but I couldn't keep my fucking legs closed. She kept telling everybody. She would tell people. I mean, it's not just, within the family. I have people come up to me now, kids that I went to school with, that said, Jen, like, we used to come over to your house and hang out, and I'm sorry I had to leave because I couldn't take it because your mother was so abusive towards you.
Fucking hell.
Yep. It's all good. I don't care. It's done. It's over. And that's why I treat my kids I treat my kids like gold. She's like 82 years old now and in a nursing home, and I don't even visit her. I bring my kids, but I don't got nothing to say because still doesn't have anything nice to say. Even to this day.
Good.
Yeah, she'll compliment the kids and then look at me and be like, yeah, you got fat or you did something or your hair looks terrible or, Okay. Ooh. Dan just left. Why did Dan freaking leave? Booger. I'm going to have to go soon, too. And I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Bill.
What is it, Bill?
Phil. He
Oh,
hates
Phil, that's right, Phil. Yeah. I'll wind up seeing you. You know, I know where I always see you. I know, and you've always seen me before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time we get going as well. I'll see you in a bit, Benny. Yeah. See you in a bit.
Bye, Benny. Oh, everybody left. Shit. Everybody dumped my ass.